Joining us now, Republican Congressman from Colorado, Ken Buck. Congressman, thank you very much. You voted no. You voted for Tom Emmer, but you also say you don't want Tom Emmer to be Speaker, that you don't like Tom Emmer. So what's going on?
It was an attempt at humor, Katie. I voted for Tom Emmer. Tom is a friend of mine. I don't think the Speaker's job is something that is going to be very easy for the next 13 months. So I was making a joke about not liking Tom and that way supporting him for Speaker. I think we are in a situation right now where Congressman Jordan loses more votes in the next round of voting, if he takes it to another round of voting, than in the last round. There may be a couple people that move over to vote for him. I think there's a number of people that will vote against him in the future.
Humor does not come off when someone sends me your verbatim. I'm sorry. My apologies for that. Let me ask you about what you want. When I was speaking to you the other week about Steve Scalise being Speaker, you said you wanted a few assurances from him. One, a number on what the deficit would be, a spending number. And number two, that he would come out and say definitively that former President Donald Trump lost the election, that President Biden won it fair and square. Are those two things still what you'd like to see from Jordan?
Yes, they are. I don't know that my number for spending is going to be what moves the conference, and so I am absolutely willing to compromise. I have made my point, I think, as loudly as I can to those who are listening, that we have a spending problem and we need to address it. I think it's been heard. I'm not going to hold up a Speaker vote for that. I am concerned that Congressman Jordan has not agreed to say that Donald Trump lost the election and Joe Biden won the election. I'm concerned that the events leading up to January 6th included Congressman Jordan participating, not in the riots or anything like that, but participating in the challenge to the election in ways that I think are really inappropriate. And I think that Republicans that run in the future are going to have to run on Jim Jordan's actions, and that's going to be very difficult for them.
So Jim Jordan doesn't get the speakership, you believe. What happens then? What do you suggest? Is it giving Patrick McHenry some more power in the interim?
I think one of the options is to have a 30-day speaker. Patrick McHenry would be the logical choice for that. I think that undoubtedly we would give him full power so that if there is an Israeli package, supplemental spending package that comes over from the White House, we would have the ability to vote on that. We would have the ability to vote on Ukraine aid and some other issues that are urgent, not emergencies, but urgent. I think that there is other business that we need to get done in terms of spending and making sure that we keep the government open in 31 days.
So if it's not going to be Patrick McHenry after those 30 days, who would you support?
Well, that's the question, really. Taking this pressure off and getting into conference and having a discussion without the emotion. I think it will come to an agreement on Tom Emmer, on Kevin Hern, on Mike Johnson, on someone that is interested in doing it and that can bring the different groups together.
Is there any possibility that there is a unity leader? Maybe it's not Hakeem Jeffries, maybe it's somebody else, but somebody that Democrats will vote for as well, somebody that's committed to taking the majority opinion of the House, both Democrats and Republicans, that vast middle, and pushing forward legislation that they prioritize so nobody is beholden to the extremes of either party?
I think this 30-day speaker idea with Patrick McHenry may be just that. I would be surprised if the Democrats didn't embrace something along those lines. And I think a large number of Republicans would do that also. In fact, 80-90% of Republicans would do that. So that's one way to move forward for 30 days.
Can your party, the Republican Party, lead? Has the party itself proven that it's just not capable of leading right now?
Our party has a 4-vote majority right now. We had a 5-vote majority. Someone retired to be with his terminally ill wife. And so we have a 4-vote majority. I don't know that there has been a 4-vote majority in a long, long time in Congress. So it's very difficult to bring the different factions together to lead in this situation. So I would say to you that we've passed a number of bills, a number of spending bills, a number of other bills, and we will as we move forward. But right now, obviously, we are not leading.
So what's going to happen for the rest of the day? Jim Jordan's people just told NBC News and other reporters that they believe there will be another vote today. Is that what you anticipate?
I believe it is up to Jim. If Jim wants another vote, he'll get another vote. If he wants to go to conference and have a discussion, we'll do that. So I'm just waiting to hear what the next move is. They've said there's going to be another vote, so I trust them. I don't know the timing of that vote.
Why do you think that more people in your conference are going to decide not to vote for Jim Jordan after this?
Because they promised him their vote on the first ballot, but told him that they want to move on and they will not vote for him on the second ballot. And I don't have any names for you, but my understanding is there's 8 or 10 people in that category.
Congressman Ken Buck of Colorado, thank you very much, as always, for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.